Hello. Yeah, we said at the same time. Hi, everyone.
Hey, GIF.
Yes, yes. Ooh, Friday. I know. We're trying another day. Well, originally we started off with Fridays. We keep rotating until we'll
Are we
figure.
on Fridays? I don't even
Yeah,
remember.
I think originally we were on Fridays. Then we
Okay.
switched to Saturdays. We threw in a Monday. Now we back to Fridays.
Oh, you know what I'll say? As long as you see us in the week, you guys, we've mission accomplished.
Mhm. I,
So
I
we
saw.
still consistent. It's just a different day, another week.
Oh yeah, you know what I said? I said it's the Libra in us, Kira. It's the Libra.
Really? It's indecisive.
Decisive, trying to pick a day. All right. Well, hi everyone. We're back again for another episode of Double Feature. Yep, and this
Yeah.
is episode 8.
Oh, I'm so shocked by that, but
Mhm.
nice. I love it.
Yeah, see, we've been doing it. We've been staying consistent.
Yeah, we have.
Okay, and today, you guys, we are going to be doing a series. We put in together 2 films, as you know, which is the title of Double Feature. And this, yep, and tonight's theme is home invasion horror.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. Oh my God. I feel like you could have chosen so many. I love a good home invasion movie.
I know, but the 2 we selected are 2 of our favorites, and one, well, I think your next gets talked a lot about. I don't really hear too many people talk about The Collector.
I think it's getting more buzz as time progresses. Like I'm hearing more people talk about it for sure, which I'm so glad because it really is a good film. So people
Mhm.
are catching on very much so.
Oh, yeah, so, hold on, just I wanna see, comps. Oh, I got Caprice.
Hey,
Hey,
Caprice.
Caprice.
Oh, hey, darling. Oh, I love that. That's so sweet.
I know, thanks for stopping by, Caprice. Yeah, and we'll love to hear your thoughts too. I know you'll share them with us. Okay, so as we mentioned, you guys, the showdown today is going to be between the 2009 film, the Your Next, right? I think Your Next is
Yeah.
2000. No, Collective's 2009, and Your Next, which is 2011. So
Yes.
the first
Yes.
thing we're gonna do is kind of give an overview of each film.
Oh yes, yes, and you guys, Mika and I, we have made notes for ourselves,
Mhm.
so we're trying to be professional as well as we discuss these films. So that's what we're referring to. We want to make sure we're covering all our talking points. But yes,
Oh yeah, so my pick. Well, I'll do my pick first, which is The Collective, the 2009 film. I'm going to give a brief synopsis. So the film follows a handyman named Arkin, who, in order to pay off a debt, he decides to rob a house. And during that robbery, let's just say someone's beating him to the punch, and he's broken into the wrong house.
oh, I like that. That's such a good
Yeah,
description.
a nice little quick description, don't you think?
Love it, love it. Okay, and you guys, from my pick, of course, I chose the 2011 film Your Next, and I stands for my final girl, Erin.
Oh
Yes.
yes, she's so
So
good.
brief description of this film is it concerns like it basically follows an estranged family. My goodness, the family dynamics was a hot mess with this family who comes together and is attacked by a group of mass assailants. All I'll say is I think they met their match with Aaron.
Mm,
That's how I'll
yeah.
describe it. Yes.
Yes. Okay, I like that. And like we said, you guys, we're gonna try not to spoil the films. No promises because, like I said, they've been out for a hot minute, but we will try in case you haven't seen
Yeah,
the
I
film.
think we can
Oh,
give
well,
a
I don't know
we
because I'm.
might be able to do due diligence. We'll give you some, but we will be mindful not to spoil it completely.
Yeah, we'll try. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and as always, you guys, we got to do our tea pairings, and
Oh,
what we
yeah.
try to do is pick a tea for each film, to kind of just match it up. So for mine, for The Collector, I went with smoky chai. All right.
Oh, I love a good chai.
Yeah, I love a good chai. And this is a strong black tea with smoky spices of clove and black pepper to kind of match the dark, eerie mood. That's what I was going with for The Collector. So I thought it was a good tea match. What are you
I
drinking?
love it. I love it. And you guys, okay, for your next, I think this is perfect. And the title is so fitting. I chose a blood orange herbal tea, and I have it in my Dolly mug. Caffeine me, please.
Ooh.
Ironically, this tea does not have any caffeine in it. I love it. And just think about it. I think it's so great in terms of like the film, bold, bloody, fun. So gotta have a good herbal tea, blood orange. Love it.
Okay. You know what we might do? I might put in the descriptions. What do you think about that, Kira? Putting it in the video description, the teas. underneath. So
Oh,
okay.
I love that. And maybe you can tag the companies too. Like
Ooh.
yeah, because you guys we never really say like the brands that we're
Mhm.
drinking from and let's shout out. We can do that.
Yeah, that
So
might be fun.
I got my tea from dare I say it? No, she will not be named. I will put it in the description.
Yeah, so I'll make sure I do that. Uh, Capri said, yes, she is not mentioned enough when it comes to being a final girl, in my opinion. She's up there with Sydney Prescott. Agreed.
Oh yes, Caprice.
She's a
Yeah,
great, she's one of my favorite modern final girls, but I just love her. I think she's so badass.
survivalist.
Mm-hmm. And then Capri said, I have a lavender Earl Grey with 1 cream and 2 sugars. Yes.
Yes, Caprice. Love
Love
it.
it.
That stands.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna jump right into this because what do we say, Kira?
Oh yes, you guys, we're here for a good time, not a long time. Oh yes. It's
Okay,
Friday.
yes, so we're gonna start right off with our protagonist. So first up is Arkin.
Oh,
So
can I say I love Arkin's name? I've
I
never met an
know,
Arkin.
I know, right? I
Gotta
haven't
be
met.
out there. They gotta be out there, but the name,
Mhm.
yes.
I love him. So some notes I put for Arkin. I said he's resourceful, desperate. We know because he's breaking into a home to try to help his wife, who's I think beholden to some what would you call them, loan sharks?
Like that's what they are, loan sharks. I think they actually use that phrasing. Like, she owes money to loan sharks. They're on
Yes,
her behinds.
yes. So this is someone who's trying to protect his family, and the only way he knows how to do that is to, like we said, break into a home of this wealthy family to try to steal. I think he was looking to steal this gem, something in the safe, to try to right. Am I correct for that? Yeah, right.
Oh yes, and I do want to emphasize he is, you guys, like Arkin is a hardworking man. I think he tried to provide what he made from work that wasn't enough, and so this is
Mhm.
like his last ditch effort. Um, like no other options, honestly. So he actually goes, doesn't he connect with people he used to work with? I felt like
Mhm.
he was trying to go to straight and narrow. Then
Mhm.
he outreach people that he used to be connected with in terms of like shady work he used to
Mhm.
do.
Mhm. Yeah, he did because, like he said, they want some hot water. So seeing that this is the only way out, to make some quick and fast money. So this is someone, even though he's embarking on a crime, ultimately he's a good person. You know, he just has to make these horrible decisions in order, to kind of save his family. Uh, very resourceful, like I said. I think he tries to do the best he can in the scenario that he's stuck in. Very protective, I would say, as well, too, in terms of helping people in need who he finds in this movie.
Yeah, I will say, yeah, he definitely has an opportunity to save himself. Because he's a father, I think that without giving too much away, you empathize with him in terms of the opportunity to flee when he clearly has an out,
Mhm,
and him being drawn back in based off of the family who actually are the residents of this home. So
mhm,
you definitely can see that he does choose the right way.
mhm.
Most people probably would have kept going.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you could. I mean, we know in this scenario, when we get in a little bit more about the villains, he's kind of stuck in the home for some time. But yeah, like you said, Kira, is it kind of asks that question: what would you do? Would you stay behind and save these members of the family, or if given the opportunity, if you could leave, would you like peace out? I don't know. In that scenario, that was a little.
It was tough because I think like you just said it. It was such this desperate push to get out.
Mhm,
And we have to hold the collector. He don't play any games. Like he booby trapped this entire house to a point to the point where there was no easy escape.
mhm,
So when the opportunity presents himself, it's almost like, geez, if I'm in that situation and I'm breathing fresh air away from this booby trap, oh my God, I'm just so happy I'm gonna go. I think
mhm,
that we actually see in that moment why he goes back, and
mhm,
it's really hard. I mean, I think the fight, flight, freeze response is very
mhm,
real. I think when people keep going, they're rightfully frightened and
mhm.
scared, and again, that's why people flee. And some people are like, every man for himself. I'm out of here.
I know. I always kind of think what I would do. I think I'm more of that fright Because I know there's been some scenarios.
No.
You remember there's been some scenarios where I was kind of like frozen. I was like, oh, girl, I thought I would have ran. You know what I
No,
mean?
but you know that is I think it's the terminology of it, but that is actually a majority of people freeze in terms of their initial response to like traumatic events, scary events. So that's not uncommon.
Yeah.
Just gotta slap yourself out of it, freeze, and get your butt going. Let's go.
Girl, I don't know. Yeah, and this one I think is some cardio as well would be needed. Well, I don't know, not with the traps. I think this is stealthy.
Oh my god. Yeah.
We got Patrick. Hi, Patrick. Oh, he said the cheetah is my anti-home invasion defense. And then we have welcome the Proctophile, and I hope I'm saying that correctly. I remember I seeing you in I think it was Patrick's stream. Good afternoon, ladies. Just got my copy of My Dead Friend Zoe. So good. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it. I'll let you know how it goes in the near future.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Great. And then Patrick said the collected movies are bangers. Oh yes,
they are. You guys are waiting for the collected. Hello, what happened? We're waiting.
I haven't looked into that, but I think I'm not sure if they're moving forward with it, but I thought they were the collected. I hope they do because
please do. Come on, you can't leave us like that. This film deserves a good trilogy, I must say.
Yeah, well, we got
a lot of people weren't necessarily fans of 2. 2 was enjoyable. It wasn't the best, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. The collected, you can redeem yourself, baby. You can bring it all home full circle.
Yeah, well, and the way you ended too, you can't leave us on a cliffhanger like that.
They have left us there thus far.
Yes. And then Patrick said, "Great topic tonight." Oh, thanks, Patrick.
Oh, thanks, Patrick.
Okay, so that's Arkin. I'm feeling like, did we kind of hit all the points for Arkin?
Yes, we noted that he's a husband. He's a father. He's a hardworking man. He's a part-time thief in the night. Yeah.
Well, specifically this night, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if the movie gave the impression, like you said.
I know.
He opens up the shady past because he had to help his wife. But yeah,
as well as part-time savior.
Oh yes, multitasking.
Yes, come on, Arkin.
Yes, multitasker. So thief by night and hero turned hero. Patrick said, Malicious is a home invasion film as well. Oh, I don't think I saw that.
Oh, I've never heard of Malicious. Oh, it sounds malicious.
I know. I love the title.
It's that title alone. Frightening.
You can write that one.
Ooh, Malicious. I don't remember that one. I don't even have to write it. I don't remember Malicious. I'm going to look it up right after.
Okay. Kira, so let's go with that girl.
Okay, yes, you guys. I had to choose your next just because, again, a lot of people are more familiar with your next, in my opinion, than the collector. Or at least I hear more people talk about this film with more, just more in general. But Aaron, oh my God, we love Aaron. First of all, can I say, this movie was really good because it really showed initially how you don't share certain things with your partner or your friends, whoever. Like the fact that her boyfriend did not know that Aaron grew up on a survivalist compound. Come through now. I think that if that information would have been shared, perhaps they would have been more prepared and less ill-equipped. But let me describe Aaron. I took some notes.
Yeah.
So Aaron to me was very resourceful as well.
Yep.
One survivalist. Hello. If they're not resourceful, who wouldn't be? Smart for sure. Fearless, in my opinion.
Oh, yes.
Like, so even though, of course, the situation she found herself in was quite scary, her demeanor, for me, at least throughout the film, was fearlessness. She's still going to confront the danger in front of her. What else did I know?
I definitely agree with that one. She was all about let's do what we need to do to kind of keep ourselves alive. Like,
yeah, I didn't find one point in the film where she broke at all, like where she retreated or broke down or was distressed or distraught. Like, she kept this even keel throughout the entire film and was really kind of rallying when the family was like frantically fragmented and falling apart.
Yeah, just no nonsense. And in that situation, we don't got the time to be, we got to keep it moving,
Oh, yes. And see, her background served her well because, again, who would think that I would find myself in a situation where I've gone away with my partner we are now being attacked by these masked intruders, and my actual survivalist skills will come into play and serve me well. Hey. But yeah, I would say smart, resourceful, cunning, fearless, just an overall perfect final girl. And I love to see it. Like, she dominated in this film.
Now, if you had to, and the chat can answer this too. So the question I pose is, who do you think was the more resourceful, Arkin or Aaron? Look at this kitty in the background. If you hear homegirl in the background, fur baby over here, she won't let me be great. So if you guys hear the kitty in the background, and it's always when we streaming.
Oh, they always do that, but I love it. That's the perfect background noise. I'd rather hear a kitty than a siren. Hello.
I'm gonna let her be great. So you guys, if you hear my little bambino in the background, that's a little fur baby.
Oh, I love her. I love her. Yeah. Who's happened to be named Chai, you guys? Oh, so fitting for the Atia drinking tonight. Hey.
I know. Wouldn't iCad be named Chai?
Love it. Oh, so in terms of your questions, I would actually say, now this is a hard one. Well, not really hard. The reason why I would choose Aaron between Aaron and Arkin is because, now let's be mindful, I think Arkin had to work with the confines of being in this home that was booby trapped beyond compare by the collector. And so his resourcefulness, in my opinion, was trying to work against these traps.
Yeah, not being taken out. Yeah.
You have to think on your feet. You have to be strategic to the best of your abilities. I would say Aaron was quite what was that? Was it resourceful? Is that the word we're using?
Who do you think is the most resourceful?
Okay, so I definitely think Arkin for the reasons I relayed. And I would say Aaron, just based off her background, was able to set up traps and to think of things in real time to do based off of the threat that they were confronted with. Like even her like setting up traps underneath the window and getting a board with the nail and telling people to stay. I forget one. There was one part of the film that was so funny where they were thinking potentially about going into the basement, and she literally says something like, "Oh no, like they'll just have to throw gasoline down there and light a match." Like there's basically no way out, and you're like, "What? Who thinks of something like that?"
I know.
It's survivalist.
Yeah, I think. Let me see. Oh wait, we got some some people in the chat. So Patrick said, I think both were very resourceful. Yeah. And then he said, booby trapped house films are great. Oh yeah, it kind of gives you Saw vibes.
100%. Although Saw has nothing on the collector. I'm sorry.
I feel, yeah, girl. I don't know. That would be his own movie parent as well, but.
Oh, Jigsaw and the Collector. Oh, hey, that's a good one.
Yeah. Okay, so if I had to pick one, I agree. Both were very resourceful because in those scenarios, they both doing what they can do to survive. Yeah, I think, like you said, it was very different. Like Arkin is trying to navigate these traps in order to stay alive. So you got to be very skilled in order to do that, or very alert. And I think that Aaron, I loved, like you said, she was creating the traps, using all her resources so that we weren't going to be these defenseless victims just waiting for these killers to take us out. So I don't know if I can choose, because I think it was, like you said, just two different scenarios. They both were resourceful in their own way.
I agree with Patrick. They both were resourceful in different ways, for sure.
Okay, and then Patrick, that was a good one too. Don't Breathe. Ooh.
Oh my God. Don't Breathe. Yes.
Yes. Oh, Devil's Gate. That sounds familiar.
Devil's Gate. I've seen Devil's Gate. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, very good pairings there.
That's there's so many good home invasion films. We're gonna have to agree to disagree on this one. I love me some Saw.
That's okay. I love a different opinion.
Oh yeah. I mean, cause Saw. Oh my God, some of the stuff he came up with, Jesus.
Oh my God. No. I mean, when you think about it, yes. Now that would be an interesting pairing of the Collector versus Jigsaw.
That might be a good double feature.
What's motivating is so interesting because at least within reason what's motivating Jigsaw. Girl, what is motivating the Collector other than he's a clear sociopath? He just enjoys collecting things. I mean, should we fault him on his hobby?
I know, and that's actually going to bring us into our villains. A nice segue into the villains. Okay, so yes, when we get into our villains, The Collector.
Ooh, look at those teeth.
Oh my God, the teeth, right? Oh
He
my
enjoys
God.
what he does. That's a man who loves his job.
I know. Oh my God, I know. And good dental plan.
Oh yes, that's a man who's committed. He loves what he does. He takes joy in it, like for sure.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think of his mask? What do you think about his mask?
Horrifying, actually. If I ever woke up in the middle of the night, so like in my home, and I turned around and saw this face, I'm already dead. You don't even have to torture me. I'm dead on arrival. Frightening.
I know you're like, what the? That'd be crazy, right?
I
Oh
could
my
not
God.
see any person at all. And in this movie, there's different the way this man moves, like talk about like fit cardio on it. Like that
Mhm,
alone, the way he
mhm,
looks, the boating presence that he has, like how
mhm,
quick he is,
mhm,
on top of like just these traps that he's set in. Oh my
mhm.
god, the scariest thing walking in terms of a villain.
Yeah, just to be mindful of his own traps. That's kind of crazy. All the traps that he's setting up. Hold on, we got some comments. Oh, hi Bonnie. Bonnie said just popping in to show my
Hi,
support. We'll be watching on the replay. Oh, thanks, Bonnie. We
thanks,
appreciate it.
Johnny.
Yeah, definitely catch the replay if you can stay. We appreciate it. Thanks. Patrick said, and we have to mention Home Alone, of course. Great
Oh
home.
my gosh, the best classic.
Yeah, he said if Home Alone was played straight, holy crow. Oh, Eli. Hey, Eli, what's up?
Hey, Eli.
Yes, thanks for
And
stopping
can
by.
we also say, like, look how, mind you, Arkin left, without giving too much away, Arkin, the house that he breaks into was a former job that he did early in the day. So
Mhm.
the fact that the collector was able to set this entire home up in a booby trap within that short time frame, that shows you
Oh,
the masterful play of his mind, how
yeah. Mhm,
efficient he is. Because my goodness, like clearly it went from Arkin did a job, left in the daylight, came back in nighttime, and it was already set up like this.
mhm, mhm. And I put some notes I put for him for the collector. I said no words because he says nothing.
Oh, he doesn't
Just
speak. It's true.
no, just the mask, tools, and torture.
Oh yes. And can we
Yeah.
say, like, the one thing, the reason why I would never want to be presented, like, confront the collector, like, give me the killers in your necks, because this man tortures you. Like, he just, like, shoot me, knock me off a building. Like, don't do what he does. Like, it is,
Oh
like,
yeah. Like that.
relentless. It's horrifying. Like, he truly enjoys torture. Perfectly
Mhm.
said.
Oh yeah, like yeah, it's very kind of sadistic because
Hmm.
it's like, what is the reasoning? Well, like he collects humans, but Pacific humans that he finds interesting. But to get to that,
Exactly.
he's kind of just eliminating people, and like you said, it's not a quick process. It's slow, painful, and just the mind games to put these kind of traps together is craziness.
Oh yes, you know what was interesting, because you just said that. A part in the movie when Arkin confronts someone without explaining who that person is, don't want to give too much away, and he does understand in that brief moment the motivation of the collector, that
Mhm.
he only collects people that he wants, and you have to kind of unearth, oh well, what is he looking for
Mhm.
specifically, right?
Mhm.
And then like other people are just fun to have in the midst of it. Like there's not every person is going to intrigue him in a way that he collects them and takes them with him.
Mhm. Mhm. Eli said, "I still haven't seen The Collector." Ooh, you gotta check
Oh,
it out.
Eli.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And
Eli
I
will be
think
more mindful that you're in the chat, not to
oh,
give too
yeah.
much for you.
Eli, I would love for when you check it out, let us know what you think. I think, it's streaming on Prime and I believe Tubi. So if you
I
don't
know
own
Prime for sure.
yeah, if you don't own it, you can, I know it's streaming on those 2, platforms. Yeah. Did I miss anything with that one before we go to our villains for your next?
No, I think you nailed it. But I love that you highlighted that he never speaks. That is
No,
like
no.
completely. I didn't even kind of take stock of that. He doesn't say anything.
Mm-mm. Yeah, and like I said, it's just this and the mask is just so freaky to me.
It's almost like the mask gives him power, right? I would wonder how he
Yeah.
would be able to unmask him ever.
Oof, yeah.
I
Yeah,
know.
to me, it's always interesting. Well, I guess that's the majority of a lot of killers. They just is there really any reason to why they doing things other than they just want to do it and be evil?
Yeah, I'd like to think there is a rationale, but who knows at this point?
No.
Thrill-seeking fun just because. Who
Mm-hmm.
knows?
Okay,
Um,
so you're
yeah,
next.
okay, so your next, of course, I would be frightened by these villains if confronted, but if you watch your next, if you were Aaron, these people are no competition, in my opinion.
Mhm.
I always was thinking in terms of divide and conquer. If you ever heard that statement, is more or less like, oh, if I can separate these three, I can take them out systematically one by one, or at least I'd like to think.
Mhm.
In terms of these villains, I had noted that okay, so they're wearing their two masks. I do think there's a sense of power that
Mhm.
comes from being masked and people not knowing your true identity.
Mhm.
Organized tactics for sure, within reason, in terms of like when we see these first initial kills and attacks from this group, and even in terms of their attacks on family throughout the film.
Mhm.
Um, Less torture. I would say, like, I kind of noted that the difference from the collector, at least in my opinion, with these villains, were that yeah, people died badly, but it was not in the same sadistic way as the collector.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think
Well.
it was, but not like for example, Mika, with the collector, like when he's literally dangling people, like when he's setting a trap that's gonna wrap you around your leg and knock you like down the stairs, and like he literally was tossing you about. Like I
Yeah.
think,
That might be interesting because you know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking we're gonna go over that section too, but like when you even think about like best kills, because some of the kills, like in one kill, I'm thinking of this.
I didn't say the kills in your next one good. I just said, and look at my phrasing, less torture.
Okay, yeah.
That's it. I'm just saying between the two, it was
Yeah,
less
that's true. That's
torture with
true.
these villains.
Okay, yeah, I
Um,
get that.
and then I think that this group, it was all about like psychological fear,
Mhm.
like tormenting the family from afar and not necessarily them seeing the perceived threat.
Mhm. Mhm.
So that's how I would describe these villains. They remind me a little bit of the Strangers a bit in terms of the mask and like in the people in the house and then like them outside and then
Mhm.
just trying to figure out like where they are and where you have to move
Mhm.
about.
Mhm. Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Patrick said, "Is this the Jackals?" No, I think this. No, I got this one because it is kind of similar to the Jackals, but no, this is one
You're
of
next.
the movie shots from Your Next for the villain. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think if there was anything else with them. I
Oh, we
think.
can find out. Well, you are able to connect them in terms of like they speak.
Oh yeah, they do, and then I think they do unmask themselves, don't they?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, by that was probably by accident, maybe, but
yeah,
yeah, they do unmask themselves, and they have a reason for more so I think of kind of why they are
yeah.
there.
They're motivated. There's incentive to why they're
Mhm,
doing what they're doing.
mhm. Now, when we look at the villains, I have another question, and the chat can ask us too. Which villain would you fear the most?
Oh, honestly, like now think about this as a separate question. If you were just to ask, would you fear the villains in your next? Yes. Would you fear the villains in the collector? Yes. If you were just asking individually on the film, no comparison.
Mhm.
Between the two, the collector will scare me more than the villains in your next ever could, and that's
Yeah.
where I'm standing and landing on.
Yeah, I would agree with that because I think in your next, if I was feeling like I was Aaron, I feel like I have a better chance maybe of defending myself. What a similarity I did notice that they did in your next too. They did set up some traps too, which was interesting, but not on the level like the collector. I think the collector I'm worried about not dying as well as not stepping on the wrong trap too. You know what I mean? It's multi-layered because I'm trying to survive as well as not be caught by the sadistic killer who's going to torture me and not step on the wrong trap.
Oh, exactly. And it's interesting because I was thinking to myself too, like, would Aaron be able to stand her ground with the collector? That's an interesting
Oh,
dynamic. Yeah, I wonder. I think she will definitely put up a fight, and she
Mhm.
herself knows how to set one good trap. So that would be
Mhm.
an interesting
Mhm.
question to pose. I think
Mm.
Arkin honestly did the best he could, and he met
Mhm.
his match. in some capacity. I think that in terms of like fitness, what I mean by that is the collector clearly had the upper hand with regards to the traps he set and just him being more on guard. But I think Arkin held his own, honestly.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I agree with that. I like that. Let us know in the chat, you guys, what you think. Who takes the best villain with these movies?
Oh, and can I say stands for Aaron, because in Your Next, she's actually set in a lot of her own traps, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what I said too. I like how you asked the question, do you think she could survive in like up against the collector? She probably could. She probably would be aware of the traps or know how to navigate them.
Oh yeah, she'd definitely be thinking more strategically just because of that survivalist mentality. So I think that you could put Erin in any situation where her back would be up against a wall with those skills, that skill set would come into handy. I think she'd just adapt based off of what she's confronted with.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so our next topic, we mentioned it already, but kills.
Ooh, best kills. Ooh, oh, this is a tough one. This is a tough one for me. What I will say is, without giving too much away with Your Next, one kill scene with Aaron in that kitchen.
Oh yeah,
baby, that's all I'll say. Like that they had my girl thinking they were about to double team. No, ma'am. Like she actually used everything in the kitchen at her disposal. That kill scene classic would actually be in the top 10 for me. We had to identify best kills within a horror film.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. Yeah. Okay. So I'm thinking because that one, like you mentioned, the kitchen one. Also, there's a pretty gruesome murder that occurs in the bedroom. In Your Next, that one was that was pretty severe.
Oh yeah, and you know what's unique about Your Next?
I forgot about the neighbors. Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
They had some gruesome kills.
Think about Your Next. They had a lot of gruesome kills, and what I like is there was more than one person taking part in these kills, and you saw it on both sides, from the villain and the protagonist. That's what really made Your Next, oh my God, queen of kills, honestly. The collector for me, I think it was more systematic. So yes, there were kills, but they were drawn out and they lingered. Like he literally took his time inflicting injury on those he had captive, to a point where I was like, I would just be like, look, I know you don't talk. I know nothing I say you're going to take to heart, but could you please kill me and stop? Please. Stop it.
Well, do you have a favorite kill from the collector? Not going too much in detail, just say a little, like a...
Yes, you know what I would think was a good kill? All I would say is there's a scene in which someone returns to the home unknowingly with someone else, and the way they meet their fate is very dark.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, that was crazy.
I think all I'll say is a wall was involved. So picture a wall and
Yeah, and I'm thinking, let me see. For the collector, which one would I do? I agree with you on that one, and probably.
Oh, and Meka, I just noted the collector too. There was one scene when he's outdoors, and my boy even got a German Shepherd at his back. So I'll just say, like the outdoor scene, like when he does not care who is confronting him. That's all I'll say about that scene was crazy.
Okay, I think I'll agree with you for the kill of our two who return home, and also too. Well, no, that'll give too much away. Yeah, I agree with that one. I'll agree with that one.
It's hard not to say too much without like ruining it. So I think we'll do the best.
Yeah, and I think for Your Next, like you said, there's a scene in the kitchen. That was, I think that's my top for the movie, as well as there's a bedroom scene.
Meka, really quick, who do you think has a scarier mask? I just thought about that.
Oh, yeah, scarier mask.
I thought collector, because now that I'm looking at Your Next, he looks like a scared little bunny.
Yeah, because compared to this, with this, I mean, this is crazy. Yeah, like you said, waking up to this. Yeah, no, ma'am. You know what I mean? So I think this is the scarier mask to me.
Yeah, the little belt, utility belt with all those little gadgets and keys and stuff. I said, my boy is prepared for
Oh, he
damage.
prepared.
Mortgage.
He prepared. Eli said, "Oh, don't forget to slash that like button to sub." Oh, thanks, Eli. We appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Eli.
And then Patrick said, "I will suggest an IFC film." Oh my god, I saw that.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Girl,
Mika's seen
I'll
it.
show you. That's the one I told you to watch. That was crazy. A family has to fight off a crazy group that is looking to take over the victims' lives. Yes, Patrick, that was. And for some reason, one day I forget where it was. It was on a streaming service. I said, "Let me watch this." I was like,
Wait
"Okay,
a
this."
minute, Mika knows how I am, Patrick. Is this a good ending? I don't know why I'm looking for happy endings in horror.
Yeah, Kira always trying to find a happy ending in the horror. Like, no.
I know. Give me somebody who survived. Does somebody survive in that?
Kira, no, just watch it. It's good.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna watch it because you can't even commit to
No.
what surviving.
And then he said, I would pick the collector over your next. Okay, so for villain.
Come on.
Okay, yeah. And probably I'm maybe best kills too, Patrick. Yeah, let me see for notes. Did I know anything else for kills?
Some notes too.
No, we talked about the kitchen scene. That's the one we noted for your next. I went with the bedroom scene for your next. We picked ours for the collector. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think we did.
Yes.
I mean, you could make. Oh my gosh, I think with you combine both films, you could easily do a top 10 of kills.
Look what Patrick said. It's a bittersweet ending, Kira.
Ooh, bittersweet. Ooh, Patrick, that scares me. Bittersweet is so telling. It's going to be sad with maybe a little silver lining, some gray.
That'll be one to. That's a good one to rewatch. I think it was pissing me off too, because you know how the movies.
No. Because Mika, funny story. You guys, I still haven't watched. Well, no, I'm not going to watch it now. Like, I was watching Eden Lake, and Mika was like, "Oh my god, don't watch that. You're going to be upset." I said, "Enough said." I think I was 10 minutes in. It was like, click.
Yeah, I already knew. I know how you are with movies. And if anyone in the chat, if you've seen Eden Lake,
yeah. So see, is it like that? It's in their skin like that.
It's brutal. And the Eden Lake, I don't think I actually even own that, because that's like one I'm not ever going to rewatch again. You know those films where you're like, oh, let me just grab this and put this in.
No,
that won't be one of them. No.
Okay. Would you buy In Their Skin?
Yeah, I would get that one.
Would you rewatch it?
Yeah, I actually said I think I want to rewatch it because I remember it, but Patrick said Eden Lake. I heard that. That is.
I didn't even commit to it, Patrick. Like Mika said, "Oh my god, don't watch it. You'll be upset." I'm like, "Okay, that's enough."
I knew you would be upset. I mean, I say still watch it, but it's brutal. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Okay, Patrick said he would rewatch In Their Skin. Okay, so if you both are saying you would watch it, then
I would rewatch it. Yeah. Oh, and I can't remember. Patrick, let me know. Is this Selma Blair the mother? Let me look that up. I think it is. I think. Let me see. I gotta see if I remember if she was the mother. Hold on. In Their Skin, I think it was though.
Oh, Selma Blair. That's nice to see her.
I think she was the. Let me see. Girl, I could be yes, because you know how I can be, girl. I can be saying one person to be someone. It is Selma Blair. Yeah. Yep. She was her. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then we're gonna watch that, Patrick. Malicious.
Malicious, yes. It was right in my radar.
Yep, so I was right. Selma Blair. Yeah, I was like, isn't it Selma Blair?
Oh, wow, nice. I like Selma Blair. It'll be good to see her.
It's good to see her in there. Okay.
As long as she doesn't die.
Kira,
okay, I know. I'm just watching.
Just gonna watch it. Just gonna watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So now I think we've gone through protagonists, we've gone through the villains, we've gone through the best skills, we've gone through the synopsis. So it comes down to our final verdict.
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. Well, what I would say is both films, in my opinion, are worth watching for sure. I think that if anyone who hasn't seen these films view them, they will enjoy them equally. For different reasons and similar reasons as well, I'd like to think. And they're both such a good time. These are two films that I can rewatch often, any day of the week, like revisit and still have the same fun with them, even if I've seen them hundreds of times prior. So they rank very high. The Collector, I know there's a sequel for this one, but the first one, in my opinion, is my favorite. It would always be honestly like in a top 10 for me in terms of villains.
Mm.
And then your next, oh, gotta stand just because I love a good final girl. And I love that it flips it right on its head. It's not what you think initially until you learn Erin's backstory. And then it's just so much fun with her clearly prepared with what she's meeting in terms of the villains. So
Oh,
I
I
love
love that. I love
yeah.
that. That's a great description, Kara. So so for these films, I think you because I was going to ask you and you already just answered it. Like, what's the vibe? If people were watching these movies, what's the vibe that they're getting from each? And I think you touched on both of
So
those.
much fun. It's definitely fun.
Mm-hmm.
Edge of your seat. Very good time. Like you're gonna. It's unpredictable in the sense of what's coming next, right? Come on, what's coming
Oh
next,
yeah.
right?
Oh, Kira, love it.
Fun, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just such a good time, and we are actually on the edge, literally on the edge of our seat on both of these films.
Oh yeah, I love the pace. The pace.
The pace.
Yeah, the films don't give you a minute to kind of sit down. You going. I love that.
And we get like it's not so overly layered, but we get some character development. I think that with both our protagonists,
you do with the
at least
protagonist.
for me, I am rooting for them. Do you know what I mean? I care about Arkin. I care about Erin. It is what it is. I mean, I'm rooting for my protagonist to make it through.
Yeah, they did a good job with both protagonists, I would say, giving you some backstory, having that investment in each character, and really understanding why they are doing the things that they do. I think they did a really great job in both films. The tone for each of the films were great. The tension, the costume design. Like I said, I love the mask for all of the villains. I think The Collective ranked pretty high, more high up on our list. But both films, like you said, we just throw them on. I can always throw on either of these films to watch. And I think, like you said, we watched them multiple times.
Oh, I have lost count. That's when again, a good film.
Yeah, and hopefully, like I said, we get the third installment, The Collected, because again, like I said, you left us on a cliffhanger with The Collection.
Well, would you go for your next two, or is that doing too much?
I don't really think. Yeah, no. I think that's the one and done.
You think?
Yeah. You know what I said though? I always you remember that film? What's the film? Because remember I said the film your next reminds me of
Body
Count.
Body Count with Alyssa Milano. Hey, throwback and Ella Cuja. Oh, not Ella Cuja. Oh my God. Ice-T. Stop.
You pulled a me. Yeah, you pulled a me. Yeah, yes.
Oh my God, Ice-T. Put some respect.
And Body Count is not a horror. I think that was a
thriller. It's a thriller.
Yeah, but to me, when Your Next came out, I automatically thought of that film Body Count, especially like the ending and what the surprise ends up being.
Yeah, I would say like gave again. One thing film is going to do is it's going to take some type of creative license from other films, right? So I completely understand what you're saying. It definitely does remind you of elements from Body Count for sure. And I think that what Your Next does is just flips it on its head and just adds a little bit more especially in terms of like the protagonist, right? We have Alyssa Milano in Body Count. My girl Alyssa was not a survivalist. Like she didn't have that background in that film, but look at that twist. Still mirrored the same thing, but Erin, we're gonna give her a little bit more fire, a little bit more we're gonna make her a survivalist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, then throw in those horror elements. Yeah,
throw those horror elements. I mean, there's maybe we had a home invasion movie where like there was one intruder. Girl, give them 3. Why not? throw 3 in the mix. Come on, mix it up a bit.
Spice it up. So I have another question. If you had to rewatch only one of these films, which one are you picking though?
Oh, Dad, that's so tough because I like them each for different reasons. Well, you know what? I am gonna have to probably choose Your Next. It's just because
I would too,
female protagonist, female come on. I would have to choose Your Next.
Yeah. I'm going with that one too, because like I said, Erin, I just ride.
I mean, I love you, Arkin, but Arkin, you're no Erin.
I know. We do love our Arkin, but yes, if we had to pick one, Your Next is just a fun time. And I love, like I said, a badass who just gets it done. All right. So I think we kind of wrapped up the show.
Oh, really? Yes, you guys.
We've been thinking, you guys. I think for next week, because for the next episode, we kind of narrow it down. We know that it is, as everyone knows, Shark Week.
Shark Week, yay.
So we were thinking, so we were thinking of, but we were trying to think because I mean, it's not that many. Well, good.
I mean, there are plenty of shark flicks,
movies,
but not good ones.
not good ones.
Mm.
Well,
We could have fun with this. So we could do a
it's rare.
satirical one, or
I
we
think,
could just do,
yeah, it's rare. Like I could probably put on my hand how many I think are like
literally a hand.
like excellent. But maybe you guys can give us some ideas. We wanted to kind of celebrate on Shark Week. So we wanted to pair 2 shark films to do for the next episode of Double Feature. So we were debating. We're still trying to figure it out. And maybe we'll leave it up to people. I'll put a post up. People can give us some suggestions or what they think might be paired well together. But that's going to be next week's episode. And are we going to stick with Friday?
We'll see, you guys. We'll keep you posted. I mean, we're gonna aim, maybe let's try for Friday. Let's see how that feels. I mean, I do like a good Friday. Ends of the week, prior to the start of the weekends. Friday could work. I think she's cute.
Yeah, we'll see. Because as we said, the Libra, we go where the wind goes.
Yes, but you guys, you're seeing us in the week, so I know you appreciate that. And I think the only thing that we'll share with everyone is ideally, we would love to eventually invite people on for this segment.
Mm-hmm.
So Meka and I may be choosing on occasion a film and then having a topic. We choose a film and then having a guest choose a film to pair with it and have some conversation and discussion about it. But let me know if that would be of interest to you guys. We definitely want to start including people, inviting people on.
I think that would be fun, especially for the double feature segment. Like if we pick a theme, we pick our film and having someone match that theme. So we would tell the person the film that we're selecting, and based off the theme of that film, they would have to pair it with the
film of their choosing.
Yeah, yes. I think that'd be fun. Well, yeah,
we'll
figure it out. Yeah, we'll do a poll. All right, everyone. So we're gonna wrap it up.
Yes, you know it. Good here for a good time, not a long time.
Hopefully not. I like to keep it wrapped up within under an hour if we can. So I want to thank everybody who was in the chat. Let me see. We had Corey. Corey stopped by earlier. We had Ellie. Oh my God, Eli. Sorry, Eli. Don't take me out. So we had Eli. We had Patrick. We had Caprice. We had the Proctophile. I'm just going through because I want to make sure we didn't miss anyone. We had Bonnie stop by. Thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Oh yes, and we'll catch everyone else on the replay.
Oh yes. All right, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Enjoy your weekend.
Yes, enjoy your weekend. Hot again, I think.
Oh yeah, that's
right, girl.
Gratitude. We're here.
Oh yeah, gratitude.
Yeah, yep.
The sun is shining, but
okay. Find that sun shining, baby.
Okay, thanks, Patrick. Patrick said great show.
Thanks, Patrick.
All right. Bye, everyone.